Yo, what's up, everybody? This your man Chris Thorns, coming to you with another behind the scenes video with my man Chris, also aka DJC. We got an important topic we want to do right now that we want to talk to you about, and we would like to get y'all opinion on this as well. So we're gonna do more of these called behind the scenes talk, and upload it on the YouTube just to get y'all opinions on it. I actually like doing these, so this is the second one that we're doing. Let me stop the music. This is like the second one that we are doing, and we just doing everything we can, just to build the channel up. And another reason we really doing this because a lot of times our work schedule be so hectic we can't even just go live like this. So we still want to give the people something to listen to and look at, and we want to give thanks to everybody who showed us love on the stream yesterday. Shout out to my man Hooker P for promoting the show yesterday. I'm gonna have to get him to do that more often, you know what I'm saying, because his promotion brought in a lot of people, and the good thing about it, man, it brought in a lot of black women. Would you agree, DJ?
Absolutely.
It brought in a lot of good black women that could relate to what we was talking about and didn't get offended about nothing we were saying, brother. They actually agreed what we were saying.
Yes.
I mean, they agreed that a lot of us in the black society and a lot of black mothers, we have to do better.
Yes.
And I like people like that to have an open mind and know that, hey, everything is not perfect. Everything's not perfect. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed in the black community. But then again, there's a lot of stuff that need to be fixed, period, in the community,
right.
Period.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And which brings us to what we talking about right now. As y'all see at the bottom, the question is, can two broke people build together? I actually posted this on Facebook earlier and getting some feedback on it. So me and DJ going to do a behind the scenes show for y'all and give y'all our thoughts. Can they build together or not? And we'd love to hear y'all thoughts, because I think this is an interesting topic, and maybe we could do a stream about it probably later on down the road, probably after Thanksgiving sometime. So DJ, I'm gonna pass the torch to you first, and thanks again, brother, for making time for this. And we're gonna break down a few things here, because I got a meme up here, and I think it's a very good meme that I got up here. It's called "Stay Away from Still People." And it got 7 things that is breaking down. And we're going to break them down one by one. And ironically, the first thing they got on there is saying still broke. So I'm going to let you go first, man. In your opinion, brother, can two broke people build anything together?
Yeah, and before we start, though, once again, thanks to everybody who's coming in today, and we'll get a chance to share their thoughts and opinions, as long as myself and Chris here. And also shout outs to Huggy P for promoting yesterday's show and today's show, man. Good looking out as always, bro. Okay, for my opinion on the subject here, can two broke people build together? My answer to that is an emphatic yes. And the reason why I say that is because when two people can start off the same way, that means they build together. They can build it together, because one continues to bring the other one up while the other one makes their way up in the same sense. And then just in case one falls, the other one has the other one's back, depending on the people. And I say this with a reason, because you have to be able to build with someone who's wanting to build with you. Preach. And in this case, you get someone who wants to build with you, you want to build with them, it will work. But the thing that we also have to remember is that it's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take a little bit of bumps and bruises, a little blood, sweat, and tears, as y'all guys know what I'm talking about. It's going to take time, but the results outweighs what you have to go through. So to answer that question, can two broke people build together? Yes, they can, depending on those who are involved. And I drop the mic.
Okay, cool. Well, actually, I wholeheartedly agree with what you're saying, but I'm gonna go a different route. I
Take
think,
a different route.
yeah, I think anybody could build anything together, even if you are broke. That's what you call a dedication and ambition.
Right.
Okay, but now here's the thing, though. If those two people who are broke, if they cool with where they at, then of course they're not gonna progress. You know, it's all about progressing and determining to do better. Okay,
Yes. Hmm.
okay. So I agree wholeheartedly when you say what you said. Um, but just like somebody else said in the post that I did, it's all about, you know, you need to know I'm not saying the exact words, but you got to know the anatomy of making money.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you need to know the anatomy of making money, and also in a way, budgeting your funds. Because remember, y'all just coming out of a broke situation, so you can't just get your first check, and if it's a big check, just go haywire and start buying a lot of stuff that you want
Hmm.
versus than what you need. You're gonna have to pretty much you got to put the business before the pleasure side of it.
Absolutely.
Okay, because I know, and I'm guilty to this too. When we get that first big check, we only think about what we want, and
Right.
we'll go spend the hell out of that money on what we want,
Hmm.
and then
Yep.
sit back and think about, damn man, I forgot, man, this bill was due today. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
They having to me quite a few times. I done got money happy, start spending the shit, thinking I got free money, but then when I sit down and think, be like, God damn, I forgot this bill is due. And now what you got to do?
Hmm.
You got to go back right back to square one. You got to start begging, asking people to borrow money so you can pay that bill. You know,
Rob Peter
so
to pay Paul, as we say.
exactly. So why would you want to put yourself back at a square one when you get that big check? Now, once you take care of business, of course, if you got a little money left, man, y'all can celebrate and y'all say to each other, hey, baby, we came a long way. Let's take this little extra money. Let's go to the movies. Let's go do a picnic. Hell, let's go even get a bottle of champagne and celebrate because I stuck with you and you stuck with me and we built together.
Hmm.
Okay? Okay. But now, let me ask you this, DJ. Let's look on the other side of the card.
Hmm.
Can two broke people coming together be a destructive thing as well? And
Yes.
let me explain to you what I mean when I say that.
Hmm.
Somebody in a relationship, let's say making more than the other, and you
Hmm.
know how some people get, man, their heads start getting big,
Oh
and they like
yes.
to throw that in your face, talk about, well, I made more money than you anyway, so what you talking about? Blah 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 blah, and then the
Hmm.
whole relationship just go kaplunk because
Yes.
somebody getting a big head because they making more money than the other one. So,
Hmm.
would you say it could be a destructive thing too?
Absolutely.
And if so,
Yes.
give me your opinion.
Absolutely.
Give me your opinion.
Yes. When you say that it can also be as destructive as positive, yes. Because here's the reason why. When one person gets the big head, that's going to destroy things either inside out or outside in. Because the one thing that you always have to remember is when you're building, there's always that possibility one will make more than the other. But in my own opinion and my own honest opinion, I don't give a rat's tailbone if you make more than me, as long as I'm making something, because something is better than nothing, if you get what I'm talking about. But at the same time, we always hear about that every now and then that one person said, well, oh, he's only making this much, or she's making only this much. Guess what? Get out of your own head and get into to where like you get into the game because one sooner or later one most likely can fall into that what's the word I'm looking for, one can fall into that place, you know what I'm saying, you can fall into that category, or should I say that. And at the same time though, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it takes two people to be able to build, but it also can take two people to destroy it also. And that's my answer.
Ooh. Ooh, facts, brother. Good way of putting it. See, that's another thing too. I never understand us as men. I never understood that why would we get upset if one person is making more money than the other one? And I done heard of men get intimidated by women because they make more money than the other one. And I don't understand. I'm like this.
Please,
Long as I'm
go ahead.
making my money, baby, that's my money. That's your money. What am I get upset at you about because you making more money?
I'll give
Money.
you an answer to that. I'll give you an answer real quick. I
Go
don't mean to
ahead,
cut
brother.
you off, but I'll give you an answer to that.
Go ahead.
Society makes it that way. Girlfriends make it that way. Brothers make it that way. To where like, or best friends make it that way, and it kills everything. Because guess what? Sometimes you got to stop listening to those on the outside and listen to the inside, because that's what can keep your relationships, your marriages together. But when outside influences get in the way and tend to make their way into the relationship, and you're doing this, that, and so, that's what 99.9% makes things get jacked up.
Mm. Mm.
Ask me how I know.
Hey, brother, I'm scared to ask you how you know, brother. I'm scared to ask you how you know. Real talk, I'm scared to ask you how you know, man.
Oh, well,
But
we'll get into that one day. We'll get into that.
right, but then again, like G.I. Joe, you said, man, knowledge is power. No. Knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the battle.
Knowing
Yes,
is half
sir.
the battle. So as long as you know, that's the most important thing, because you got to learn somehow. Just like the lady we was talking about in the show. I think there was somebody said in the show yesterday, or I think somebody left a comment on one of my videos. They was like, I think they left a comment on the video that me and you did about the what's the last video we just did?
It was about the with the girl that was cursing out the
No,
adults
not that,
and
not
something
that,
else.
not that one.
And
The
then
one,
like the brother
no,
and sister.
no, the one we did behind the scenes, the one called "Why Do We Fear Rejection?"
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
she came in commenting on that one. She said she was trying to tell a fellow member of hers, about that,
Yeah.
and I guess the person learned the hard way,
Ooh.
but then I had told her, I mean, sometimes, that's how we learn. It's the hard way. We got to learn the
Yes.
hard way,
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes we got to learn
Sometimes.
the hard way of things going on in our life. I mean, we just have to learn like that, it's sad, but it's true. But we need a little hard knock on the head, on the butt
Oh yeah.
to get reality going. Okay?
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So we both agree that two broke people can't be together, and it can be a destructive thing. So let's move right along. Again, the name of the meme, it says "Stay away from still people." The first one is still broke. The second one says still complaining. Oh man, Jesus.
Oh, we're gonna have to break this one down.
Yes, complaining. I hate people who complain all the time and don't do nothing.
Right.
If you complaining and ain't doing nothing, then what's the purpose?
Exactly.
Now I can understand if you're doing what you can, if things still ain't working, then yes, complain. But if you
No,
complaining,
no, don't even do that neither. Go ahead.
okay, well I'll let you break that down then.
I'll break that down.
Well,
Go ahead.
I say at least if you still doing something, if it ain't working, hey, I think you got a right to complain. But if you ain't doing shit and you complaining, then that defeats the purpose.
Right.
I'd had a couple of guys I used to fuck with, you know what I'm saying, real strong. All these motherfuckers did was complain and still do it now. Complain about everything. But
Right.
you're not doing anything to make yourself better. So why complain? But now you said, even though you is doing something, still don't complain. So I love to hear this. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. So see, here's the thing. One of the things that I've always said, whether it be prayers or even in conversation, and you've heard this before, so we're gonna have to just reiterate it again. Words give words power, and also what you put out into the atmosphere eventually comes back to you. And what I say to that is that when you complain about something, guess what? You put out the negative comes back. If you put out positive comes back. Very simple.
Ooh.
That's what I mean. Even if things are going wrong, don't always complain about it. Okay, make a plan to where like, okay, if this is this way today, then maybe I'll change my way of thinking so that way tomorrow will be much better. And then when you change your thoughts become what? Actions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Reach.
You preach. I don't know. Okay, never mind. Okay, I made a mistake and pressed the button, but it's clear now. I think he was trying to
Okay.
request something from you, but don't worry about it.
Mhm.
We're good now. So,
Okay.
oh man, that was good breakdown, bro. Good breakdown. So number 3, it says still, hey, nah, man, we all can relate to that. And I don't want, and,
Yeah.
you know, and that's something I would never understand. You know,
Yeah.
what is there to be jealous of? Seriously, what is
Right.
there to be jealous of?
Right.
You know, if okay, if you see me with stuff that you don't have, then what that should show you, I work to get it.
You work to get it.
I
Mhm.
work to get it. You know, now granted, some things we get, people pass it down to us, but you can't get
Right.
mad at that either. You know what I mean? Because
No.
because
No.
a lot of people like to award good deeds.
Right.
When people see you doing good, they're gonna help you. Just like me doing this right here. A lot of people's helping me and supporting me
Mhm.
because they see I'm doing a good thing.
Right.
Okay?
Mhm.
Then, you know, I saw the good in you, so it brought you along. And things been going good ever since.
Good. Yeah.
Everything been going good ever since. Everybody love when me and you had these discussions. You understand? Everybody love it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, and then, you know, you got other people promoting it, like Huggy. He promoting it. He hooking me up with people. Obsidian, a brother named Ron Wills. Let me post my videos in this chat. He told me, man, you can post whatever you want, bro. He said if it come in as spam, I'll approve it so people can see it. And that's what he been doing.
Right. Right.
So that's love. You know,
Absolutely.
coming from the YouTube world side, and that's love, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so you know, but shout out to you know, when I first started, you know, the big man himself, Mr. Sotomayor, you know, put me out on the map when I first began.
Yeah.
He put me out.
Absolutely.
So can't
Mhm.
discredit him, you know.
No.
He
No.
put,
No. Don't do that.
He was the first one to put me on the map,
Right.
you know. So, you know, and like I said, been doing it over a year, man. Still going strong. So hey, can't complain about
Yeah.
that, brother. Can't complain about that.
Nah,
So
you can't.
yeah,
Can't do it.
so this hating shit, you know, whew, man.
Hmm.
I wish somebody could just sprinkle some magic dust into the earth, man. Just get that out of here, everybody. But that's it'd be
Yeah.
almost too much like right. You can just get that out of people. So you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
But let me ask you, man, what you think about this when they say long as they hating, they mean you doing something right. What do you think about this statement?
Well, you could look at it in different ways, but then I'll just give you mine. When they say if someone's hating you, that means you're doing something right. I believe what they're saying is it's more like the more that people hate you, it's more like it's fuel for you to do even better. Because
Mhm.
you've heard the term that success is the best revenge to anything.
Yes.
So to me, that's what that means. It means like if someone's hating on you or whatever, like how they say it, that means it's a good thing for you because you're doing what you're supposed to do, but they're doing what they're gonna do. If you understand what I mean.
There you go, brother. I agree. So that's still hating, but we got number 4 here. It says still losing. I think hating and losing probably can go in one because usually people who hate you are losers.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Usually when they hate you are losers themselves. You know, I mean,
Mhm.
for some reason we lost the anatomy that coming together, and we could have the same thing.
Right.
You know, because a little is always better than nothing.
Right.
Might not have the fanciest shit that a lot of people have, but that's what they used to call it, or they still do call it now. You got to crawl before you walk. So you could come in thinking big, but things just don't happen overnight.
Oh no, never.
Things just don't happen overnight. But then again, probably once in a blue moon, depending on what it is, I guess it can happen overnight. Who knows?
Yeah. It all depends, yeah.
Yeah. So now, unless you want to chime in on still losing, I can go right on ahead.
Nah, I think that goes hand in hand with the hatred part. So
Okay,
that's
cool.
pretty much the same.
Oh, I like this one right here. Number 5, still not making a change.
Good one. That's a good one.
Woo!
That's a good one.
It got to come a time in everybody's life that you have to change something. You got something, like they say, something got to give, brother. Something has to change.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but again, like I said earlier, unless you find stuck in the same box that you in, then you know that is you. But remember, number 2, still complaining.
Still complaining.
So you can't complain if you're not willing to make a change.
Right.
Okay? Everybody needs to change something, regardless if you want to accept it or not. Whether if it's health, even making more income. You know what I'm saying? Or try to get a better house if your house fucked up and roof falling in and stuff, or even when you got a car just sitting in the yard ain't doing shit.
Right.
I mean, you got a whole multiple stuff. Even making a football or basketball team. You're going to have to change. Because there's a lot of things that could be preventing you. Your attitude could be the number one main thing, because not a lot of people don't like smug ass attitudes.
Oh Lord, yeah.
I mean, they don't like. I mean, there's a lot of that shit don't mix. Personality, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a decent personality. You know, I mean, again, ambition. You got to have a lot of stuff. But the thing is, though, are you willing to step outside what they call your comfort zone?
Or the box, like you say.
Or the box, like you say. Now, I'll pass it on to you, brother. You got any more you want to add on to that?
Yeah. I think. Well, repeat what that was. That which one that was again?
Still not making a change.
Still not making a change. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I have to agree with that too, because whether you hear it in music, whether you hear it on TV, you tend to hear like the same certain phrases or certain lines in the world, and one of those things is everything must change. Because everything does not stay the same. A lot of things tend to change, and a lot of things have to change. But the whole reason behind that is because people are going to be people, whether it's you, whether it's me, whether it's Huggy, or any of our people that may be listening to us right now and probably commenting. We're going to be people. But then the things that's around us, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's jobs, whether it's music, whether it's movies, whatever, you tend to see that things change. It's never the same, but everything changes. But it depends on the people to where, okay, they can stay wherever they want because that's their decision, that's their prerogative, that's their choice. But then, like say, people like yourself, like myself, or whoever else, you know, we tend to change, you know, because we sometimes even have to adapt to change, if you know what I'm talking about, because things around us are going to change, but it's up to us to be able to either adapt to it, or we can just go ahead and make the changes on our own, or things will change for you, if you know what I'm talking about. So that's my take on that.
Well, let me ask you this, because you made some interesting points. Why you think a lot of us are stubborn to that?
A lot of times ago, because we're so used to things being the way that we want it to be. But then let me hit you with this here, though. There was a song back in the days, I think in the mid-age when I was in high school, and I'm pretty sure you may have heard it yourself, and you probably know what I'm talking about. When we hear the words, that's just the way it is, and some things will never change. There you go.
I think the guy who sang it is Bruce Hornsby. I think
yes,
that's his name.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a lovely song. I love the piano melody in that song. I love it. I
Oh
love
God!
it.
I remember when
Yeah.
I first heard it for the first time myself. That was like, yeah, I was hooked. I was hooked, man. I was hooked.
Okay, so we come to number 6. Still living in the past. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh Lord,
Ooh.
have mercy. You know,
Wow.
look, let me say this first, man. Granted,
Go for
everybody
it.
got a past, and everybody past is not peaches and cream. Not of mine. Not
No.
is mine.
No. Whew.
But when you constantly just living that in the past, you know what's gonna happen in the present. You can't bring the past back to the present, or can you? Okay,
Oh,
or
you can
can
do it
you?
all right.
You know,
You
I
can do it
mean,
all right.
what? No matter what you do, it's in the past. Just not every word we saying now is in the past. Every movement that we making now is in the past. When we get through
Yeah,
this,
pretty much.
when we get through with this podcast, it's in the
Right.
past. You
Right.
know, so why keep beating
Was that a
yourself?
dead horse?
Yeah, beating yourself with a sugar cane stick or a bamboo stick and constantly living in the past. But see, that could even include relationship too, which a lot of us is geared to that. I am too. You
Oh
know,
yeah. Oh yeah.
when it
Oh
comes
yeah.
to getting with somebody, we talking about, I don't want to give nobody because this happened with that person or that happened with that person, and they try to tell you, well, that's not me. I'm not that person, and which it is true. That's not
It's
that
true, but then
person.
again, see on that part right there, it has to depend on the person itself, though, because certain wounds are more worse than other ones are. It
Yes.
might be that a small wound, you could get over, but then like certain wounds that are much deeper and take more time, should I say, it takes more time to heal from that wound, can make the difference on that one too. But then, just like you had said earlier, just because this happened to you earlier, that doesn't mean that the next person that comes along is going to do the same thing. But it just makes you more guarded. That's all.
Mm. 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 So yes, I like what this meme says. Stay away from people that still living in the past, because the past can deeply affect your future, especially
Absolutely.
in relationship. Especially in a relationship.
Absolutely.
Especially in a relationship, it can definitely affect your future. And ask me how I know, because I am. You talking to one right now, man. That's one of the
I
reasons
hear
why.
you.
That's one of the reasons why I'm not really with nobody now, because I'm thinking about shit that happened in the past and whatnot. But I'm trying to get out of there, man. But the last person I was with, man, everything was going good. I mean, it had a few red flags in
Yeah.
there, but
Yeah.
see, I messed that up because I saw the red flags and ignored it.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
trying to give a pass, and which if you see red flags, I don't think you should give a pass unless you just got some real strong patience, and I do got real strong patience.
Oh yeah.
That's
Sure,
why
sure.
it lasted long as it did. But unfortunately, I just found out earlier this year that person passed away, and I think y'all probably remember me talking about it on Facebook once before that I found out that she passed away. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Okay.
man, that kind of fucked me up when I found that out, So rest in peace,
Oh.
rest in peace to her,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
rest in peace to her.
Wow.
And left behind a beautiful daughter,
Wow.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah. Man, that fucked me up when I saw that. I think she was battling cancer or something like that.
Yeah, that could be too.
Yeah.
That definitely can be.
Yeah. So we're coming down to the final one, and I think we kind of touched on this yesterday. Still making excuses.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think they heard us, man. Still making excuses, man.
Oh man. Yeah,
here's
that's gonna
the
be something
thing.
right there.
Here's the thing. If you're not sick and you're not disabled, totally disabled, you able to walk and you able to talk, there is no fucking way you should be broke. Seriously. There's no way you should be broke. Okay? And just making excuses for everything. Another dude I used to deal with got an excuse for everything. No matter what you bring to the table, they got an excuse for everything. And I'm just like, can't nobody have an excuse for everything, but shit, Lord, this person did. This person did got an excuse for everything. I was like, wow, you got to come back for everything, Wow, amazing. Amazing. So, and even people who are handicapped is still able to work. So if I know people who is handicapped or disabled are still able to work, then what is your excuse? What other bullshit can you come up with? The reason why you're not trying to progress. I pass it to you, brother, because you got something you may want to say on there. I pass it to you.
All right. Sometimes it's people. I'm gonna go this route, and then I'm gonna go a different route.
Okay.
The first route I'm gonna go is this one, and I've heard this once or twice before, and then I just shook my head, but I would have to laugh. I've heard that, oh, I'm too cool to work, or I'm too pretty to work.
What the fuck?
Exactly. That's exactly what I was like. What? And I was like, okay. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? You just gotta like just shake your head and just keep on going because people will come up with stuff. It's just like the sun is yellow and the sky is blue. Let's just be honest about it.
Okay.
But on the other hand, it's like, okay. People sometimes might be afraid to go back out there as well, just like getting in relationships or getting into marriages, something like that. There's always a fear somewhere, and it could be a fear also. But then again, everybody expects people to do for them sometimes, as well as for those who already do for themselves.
For somebody to sit up there and say they too cool and too pretty to work, then that lets you know they're probably lazy. They probably been spoon fed their whole life, or whoever they dated must have loved their so-called swag so much that they let them get away with a whole lot of stuff. Pretty much let them lay up on them, and they lay down a little pipe. Or if it's a female, she lay down a little cookie on them. You know what I'm saying? Just got them going crazy. Say you ain't got to do shit. And literally, they don't do shit. Don't clean up, don't cook, no nothing. I remember I had a female I was dealing with long time ago. I mean, she worked, but she worked as an intern, so I guess she can go whenever she wanted to. And this girl didn't know how to do shit, you know. And I remember I asked her to do some stuff around the house for me because you weren't doing shit. And she said, her daddy told her she a princess, you know what I'm saying? The men supposed to be doing for her. She ain't got to do nothing. I said, your daddy told you that. He an idiot.
He told you that. He told you a lie.
He told you a goddamn lie. Dealing with me? Fuck what you talking about. If you're going to date me, I'm like this. One, if you're not sick, you ain't handicapped, you going to work too. I'm not necessarily saying you got to give me your money.
No.
But you know what I'm saying? Make some effort to do something. Show me that you can do something besides laying on your back with your legs open.
Okay.
Because just as you can do that, another female can do that too.
And then the thing is, though, if he were to do that, though, you'd be hearing, well, oh, he don't do nothing. Oh, he does this. Oh, he does that. He don't do this. He don't do that. Guess what? Hey, it goes both sides, whether you like it or if you don't.
Absolutely.
Simple.
Absolutely. And the same with a woman and a man. With a woman as a man. You know, I don't understand why she would let a man lay up on her while she doing everything.
Right.
You know, and everything be good at first, but then you want to turn around and complain. Nope, you can't complain. Like number 2 said, you can't complain because you allowed this to happen.
Right.
Okay? You allowed this to happen. If you would have nipped it in the bud in the first place, then this would never happen. You understand? But here's the thing, though. You know, when it comes to that, everybody's different. You know, I think some people just want somebody there that they are willing to accept anything.
Right.
Even with the topic, broke people. Even if the person coming in broke, people just want to have some kind of security from somebody just to have them there that they are willing to accept a person who is even broke. And that's one thing, us as society, not just blacks, but everybody. We got to get out their frame of mind because everybody needs to put in on something. Because I promise you, if everybody come together and put in, it would be less complaining.
Right.
Okay? It'll be less excuses. And it'll be less living in the past. Because you are moving forward with your future. Let the past be the past. And wish them people, whoever you dealt with in the past, the best of luck. And just like you said, man, the best revenge is success. Let them look at you and be like, I fucked up a good thing. I took advantage of this person, and look at them now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them now. And they say revenge is the best dish served cold. I kind of like that too. But in this situation, I think your theory is better. Success is the best revenge. Amen, brother. Amen, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, well, that's the topic or the podcast for today. I think this is a pretty interesting topic. Can't wait to see y'all comments on this. And again, at the bottom it says, can two broke people build together? You heard me and my man's thoughts on this. What is yours? And I also want y'all to pay attention to this meme over here, the type of people to stay away from. Got some hell of interesting points that we broke down, and like I said, DJ, maybe we need to do a stream about this probably sometime after Thanksgiving. I think it'd be a good topic.
I agree.
I think it'd be a good time. I'm gonna see if I can get a Hug to promote this video because I think it's a good damn video. And I would love to see people's thoughts on it. So hopefully we can get him to promote this too, and get some people talking about it. Because I think it's an interesting topic as well. But other than that, DJ, I'll pass over to you. You got any last words, brother? And
yes, sir.
I'll do an outro. We get on out of here, my guy. Go ahead, man.
Yes, sir. Once again, thanks for those who tuned in, and once again, thanks to Huggy P for promoting it. And you pretty much said a lot that I wanted to say, but I'm just gonna leave you with two things. Just two things. Just two things.
All right.
The first is this. Two people that broke can build together, but always remember, don't expect things to be overnight. Mm-hmm. Give things time. Be patient. Be patient, because that should be the number one thing. Be patient, because everything in this world today, that everybody wants everything like this in a snap of a finger. They want this at a snap of a finger. They want that at a snap of a finger. Things don't work that way. It takes the time. It takes the blood, the sweat, and the tears. And most of all, it's the patience. And number two, if you're starting out broke and then somebody else is starting out broke, but at the same time, like we've been talking about, if they're going to start complaining about it, don't build with them. Mm-hmm. You need to build with someone who wants to build with you, but at the same time, can deal with you as you can deal with them.
Preach. DJ, thank you so much, man. As always, man, another good one as always, brother. Man, it's always a pleasure to do these shows with you, my guy. And man, catch you next time on the next one, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's like an excellent show once again, though. Like, excellent points. Yes, we definitely have to do another one after Thanksgiving, because I believe a lot of people can glean off of it, but most of all, they can learn off of it. So, yeah, I'll be more than happy to do that, man.
Absolutely, brother. Man, you enjoy the rest of your day, man, and we'll talk.
Yeah, we'll do this, man. And go Cowboys. I got a tough one tonight. So for all y'all Cowboys out there, we got to do some work, because if we don't, we in trouble. So. All right, man. So y'all have a good one. Peace out, and love y'all.
You too, brother. Thanks, man.
All right.
Well, that's it, people. You know what I'm saying? Again, another behind the scenes show that we're doing just for y'all. So, man, I can't wait to see y'all comments on this topic right here. So, everybody's welcome to come in. But anyway, your man Chris Thorns. Catch y'all next time. As always, take care of y'all self and each other. And catch you next time. Peace out. Like